Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. The September 5th, 2025 episode of Friday Night SmackDown may go down as one of the most historic and iconic SmackDowns of all time. It was definitely the best SmackDown of 2025 because of really one thing: the return of AJ Lee. AJ Lee is one of the best women's performers of all time. Very historic, very, very influential woman in the women's wrestling division, and she's been retired for 10 years. So we saw CM Punk's sort of historic return to wrestling with AEW a few years back. He had altercations and instances and bad stuff there, all really due to Jungle Boy. So I guess we can thank Jungle Boy for all of this happening. Then CM Punk returns to WWE, and now he's in this feud with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And then on Monday Night Raw, Becky Lynch is sort of slapping the shit out of CM Punk. He's not doing anything. He's being very manly about it. And she's just slapping away. And he says something of the sort like, "You got something coming for you." And then we fast forward to a few days later, on September 5th, 2025, we see the return of AJ Lee in one of the greatest returns in WWE history. I mean, that's a 10-year retirement with really no inclination of her ever coming back. I mean, there's been rumors and people have been hoping and wishing, and then boom, in Chicago, in her hometown, the crowd absolutely erupts. I mean, they were chanting AJ Lee when John Cena was cutting his promo at the beginning of the show, and John Cena says, "We're in for one exciting night," and that was absolutely true, and the frickin' doors blew off the place when AJ Lee came in. She beats up Becky Lynch a little bit, and AJ Lee and CM Punk stand tall. Now, I'm not a fan of CM Punk, but regardless of my personal feelings about CM Punk, it's really, really, really cool to see AJ Lee back, to see her with her actual husband facing another really dynamic duo in Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, and I'm excited to see where it goes. It's sort of a one-off deal that we're just going to see her perform at WrestlePalooza in this mixed tag team match. Does this mean she's coming back more? Is she going to have a singles run? Is she going to have singles matches? Is she going to do all these sorts of things? And then you go on X and you see all of these women tweeting about AJ Lee. Mom's home. History is made. What a legend. All these sorts of things. It feels so cool to see so many superstars really love and appreciate one superstar like AJ Lee. And that begs the question, will Paige, another historic WWE superstar, return to WWE? She was at WWE, made her name with WWE, went to AEW, didn't work out great, and now she's kind of doing whatever. I think she's got a podcast, she wrote a book, all these sorts of things. Will we see her return to WWE as well? So we'll see. Another thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown that was really cool was Sami Zayn started his United States Open Challenge just like John Cena did 10 years ago when he gave Sami Zayn that chance. Him and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens had two of the best United States Championship Open Challenge matches with John Cena. It really set the standard for their career. Now Sami Zayn is giving that back to John Cena 10 years later, and you see John Cena accept that challenge. They have a really good match. John Cena even uses the spear. There was some people in X who think the spear was an acknowledgement to Roman Reigns. Some people think it was an acknowledgement to Edge, and I think the way he set up in the corner was an acknowledgement to Edge, because John Cena says he's going to use some of his moves of some of his favorite opponents that he won't be able to wrestle, using the Styles Clash, using the spear, setting it up like Edge. Edge is one of John Cena's greatest opponents. I mean, I got into professional wrestling in 2006 because of the John Cena and Edge feud heading into SummerSlam. It's amazing stuff. Now, Edge happens to be in AEW, but he's still one of John Cena's greatest opponents. Man, it would have been cool if we could have had just like one cross-promotional match. Last match ever for John Cena versus Edge, December. Would have been cool if that could have happened, but I don't think those. I think those forbidden doors are actually closed. And so John Cena uses the spear in that regard. It wasn't an acknowledgement to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not one of John Cena's greatest opponents. Edge definitely is. And then you see Brock Lesnar come out and beat the shit out of both of them. And then he announces the fact that John Cena and Brock Lesnar will be facing at WrestlePalooza on September 20th, which is shaping out to be one of the best PLEs we've ever seen. Like really, really star power, because they want to set the standard for ESPN and WWE PLEs, so they're going all out for WrestlePalooza. And then you're going to see a couple big-time matches happen next week on Friday Night SmackDown with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Again, if it's not very clear, Jade Cargill is not ready. She is not ready to be a champion. She's not ready to be a world champion. She's not ready to be on top. She cannot even have good matches with anyone. Why would she be ready to be a world champion? Keep the strap with Tiffany Stratton. Let her keep getting better and keep getting better and keep getting better. Don't give it to Jade. Just have her keep beating opponents. Tiffany Stratton needs a feud, needs something to sink her teeth into, but Jade is not ready. She's not ready. And I can't be the only one who fucking sees that. But outside of that, the September 5th edition of Friday Night SmackDown was one of the best of the year, one of the most iconic of all time, and one of the most talked about of all time because simply AJ Lee has returned to WWE after 10 years, and that's really fucking cool. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.